All right, now that we know our square footage for each room, what we need to do is start to lay it out. So we're going to do a floor plan sketch. So we're only doing one floor, so you can write one there. Whatever your class period is here, maybe it's 3 CD, write that there. And then write our estimated square footage that we're looking for. So maybe yours was 2,000. Remember, we had 1,800 to 2,200 for our size range. Okay, and last but not least, make sure you put your name here. Okay, this paper here, 1 square equals 1 foot. All right, our maximum size for this is 64 blocks this way by 40 blocks this way. So 64 feet by 40 feet this way. All right, that ends up being larger than our range here. So what we're going to do is we're going to count out for our rooms here. So we're going to draw the walls in. And each block, again, is going to represent a foot. So if I know I have a room that's 10 by 20, 200 square feet, I'm going to count 10 blocks by 20 blocks and draw my rectangle. All right. So when you're starting to do this, I would recommend starting with the rooms that are central to the house. So a living room or a kitchen or a dining room or something to that effect that's more central to the house. And then I would build off of that. So I'm going to start here in the center of the page, and I'm going to draw in my living room. Right, so I'm gonna make mine, we'll say 10 by 20. Right, so I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That literally takes me to the top of the page. Well, what would happen if I went off of this grid? Well, that would mean that I would have to shift this down. Okay. And already I know that I kind of want to have like an entranceway up here, so I'm going to bump it down just a little bit. I'm going to come down here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 feet. So that means I'm going to take off 4 feet from this side. Give myself a room for entrance here. Then I'm going to draw my wall down here, erase that. And then I can go ahead and continue my sketch this way. And again, our rooms are going to start off here all as rectangles. Okay, so this is going to be my living room, and it's 10 feet by 20 feet, total of 200 square feet. So I want you to do that for each of the rooms. Label what it is, label the size of it, and the total square footage. Now you might notice this is kind of a long rectangle here. I actually don't really like that too much, so maybe I'll adjust this later to make it a little bit less tall and more wide, but still keep that 200 square feet. Okay. So let's say I was happy with this. I could go in and now say, all right, so off my living room is going to be my kitchen. Well, how big is my kitchen? Okay. So I'm going to count out my blocks. So maybe it's 12 by 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then I can come across and complete that. This is my kitchen, and it was 12 by 14. All right, and I can put my total square footage there as well. So I'm going to start to build this up. All right, and you notice that typically in our house designs, our bedrooms are next to each other. So I wouldn't want to put a bedroom here, and then one over here, and then one down here, but usually they bounce next to each other. Okay, I need to include space for closets. So if my entrance, let's say, was up here 3 by 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This could be my entrance. Typically when you walk in, you have a closet for coats or things. So maybe I'm going to build a closet right here. And closets aren't too big, so maybe it's only 2 by 3 or 2 by 4. So I could call that like C1, closet 1. And I can put in my 2 by 4. Okay. So don't forget about closets. Don't forget about closets in the bedroom. Don't forget about closets where we need to put our utilities, right? So like our water heater and boiler, things that heat our house or heat our water, or maybe even our air conditioned ventilation units, all right? So again, all of your rooms should fit on this page. If they don't fit on this page, you need to redesign and adjust, okay? This is going to give us a nice basic layout, so when we take this and go to Floor Planner, it'll help speed that process up and save us a lot of time. All right, So grab a piece of paper. Each person in your team should have one of these. It maybe yours looks a little bit different than your teammates. That's okay. You might sketch it out a little bit differently, but there'll be the same basic rooms that you'll need for your clients.